Well, we're in Mark chapter 7 now, an encounter between Jesus and the Pharisees. The Pharisees and some of the teachers of the law who had come down from Jerusalem gathered around Jesus and saw that some of his disciples were eating food with hands that were unclean, that is, unwashed. The Pharisees and all the Jews do not eat unless they give their hands a ceremonial washing, holding to the tradition of the elders. When they come from the marketplace, they do not eat unless they wash. And they observe many other traditions, such as the washing of cups, pitchers, and kettles. So the Pharisees and the teachers of the law asked Jesus, Why don't your disciples live according to the tradition of the elders instead of eating their food with unclean hands? He replied, Isaiah was right when he prophesied about you hypocrites, as it is written, These people honour me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. They worship me in vain. Their teachings are but rules taught by men. You have let go of the commands of God and are holding on to the traditions of men. Here we come to a key focus, the distinction between religion and reality. Religion is external, outward things that men do in an effort to please God. Now, there are outward things we need to do, but the Pharisee and the religious person makes these the focus. In the Old Testament, there were washings that priests had to undergo before they ministered. There were washings which people who had been unwell and had certain diseases had to perform and go through after they were made well again. But these were only pointers and signs and types and figures and pictures of what Jesus was going to do. He was going to wash away our sins in his blood. And the Pharisees held on to these traditions and multiplied them to the extent that they even had to wash when they came from the marketplace before they ate their food. Now, that may very well be good hygiene, but it was certainly never in the Bible. And traditions of men built up pitchers and kettles and cups, and external washings became everything. We've got to be careful that we don't fall into religion and leave reality behind. It so easily done. We need to focus constantly on Jesus Christ, who has washed away our sin. There's the heart of Christianity, not our lips and our words, but it's what our hearts are like. Have we been to Jesus? Has he washed away our sin? Do we see that he is the eternal Son of God who lived for me, died for me, and rose again? Have I been washed in the blood of the Lamb, the soul-cleansing blood of the Lamb? I got to hold on to that. I never lose that focus. Jesus, keep me near the cross. There a precious fountain, free to all, a healing stream flows from Calvary's mountain. That's the washing I need for my initial salvation. It's the washing I need day by day, staying close to him. Otherwise, tradition comes in. And what really matters to me is, what clothes are we wearing? Have we got a tie, a jacket? Is it hymns or is it modern songs? What tune are they playing? Is it an organ? Is it a guitar? Is it? Do we stand up? Do we sit down? Is it a tuning fork? What methods, what modes are we using? All these things become important, and they're elevated. They're not in the Bible. What version of the Bible do I use? It's not in the Bible. I'm not told, but people make an issue and a thing of that and tread down on the great central theme, Christ and his blood, his life, his death, his resurrection, knowing him and making him known. May we never get lost and tangled up in religion. May we ever focus on the great reality and worship God with our hearts through the Son in the power of the Spirit.